He struggled with pornography. Stress, boredom, women was his cue, and then his routine would be going back to watch.
All right, men, we're about to go into why porn is killing you and it's doing a lot of damage to you, including masturbation, how that is not good for the man. And I got some solutions and I have something for you. If you know someone that needs to hear this, send it to them. Be right back.
Peace to the puzzle. Peace to the puzzle. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? Piece of the puzzle here. Hope this piece gives you peace. Share. Like, love, laugh. This is Piece of the Puzzle, Marshall's Architect, where we're going to break something down and build it up for clarity. One thing I want to be clear about, that I'm a big advocate for porn addiction. I'm a big advocate for helping people that are struggling in this area of masturbation, male or female. And I want to be there and provide some substance and clear solutions to assist in helping this area. I am a believer in Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, and I believe that is the most crucial part of deliverance. And other things is simple, practical uses of understanding. Okay? So I got a clip here where I'm gonna play it through, so you watch the whole thing, and then I'm going to show you how. If you can hear my grandson in the background, I apologize, but you know that's my man's down there, and you better not say nothing about it. So, where we're going to explore up to 5 or 6 impacts on a person, specifically a man, and I'm gonna be there for women too. But let me go ahead and get the men out the way, and then women, I'll come to you next in another following video. But let's watch this first, and at the end, I'm going to share with you more information. Now, you can always look in the description to take a test that's going to show how are you in this area of pornography addiction. And it's going to lead you to a online course that you could take that is proof of deliverance in this area. Okay? But here, I don't want to leave you without knowledge and understanding to help what you can do right now. Okay? All right, so let's play her video all the way through.
He struggled with pornography. Stress, boredom, women was his cue, and then his routine would be going back to watch porn. This was not a sustainable habit loop that pleased God, and he really wanted to come out of that. When we are delivered from a habitual lifestyle of sin, we still have work to do in order to make sure that the spiritual aspect is not confounded by the psychological aspect. And this is where God invites us to do the work that accompanies faith.
So, I want to invite you that there's a freedom aspect and then there's the delivered aspect. The freedom in Christ gets you to be delivered from things. She said a key word, habitual lifestyle. We kind of use this word addiction in some cases to cover up, is it something we do, but we don't understand that this habitual lifestyle comes from a trained mind to go and assist with these areas. And I want to show you this in real time by breaking it down and how this makes a man weak. If you're a man and you don't want to be weak and you watch porn, you should watch. All right. So, like number one, it reduces the motivation. Porn gives rewards for no effort, because you go after click, and then you masturbate, and next thing you know, you're rewarded. But what did you do to get the reward? It's the dopamine hit along with serotonin and all these other chemicals that goes in this process that does other things. But what happened is you're rewarded for what effort, and the effort you put in don't match the reward you got. When it comes down to sex is an awesome thing. God made it, God created, is happy to enjoy it in the right frame, in the right context of how it should be enjoyed. When you go after a woman and you actually put the work in of getting to know her, courting her, and y'all get to the point where you're having sex. Hopefully this is after you're married. The reward you get is because it matches the effort you put in. And the reward, this is not the reward, it gets to the point where you're also rewarded by bringing another person into this world, meeting this person you're not married. That reward matches the effort. Now imagine getting that same reward with just click, click, click. Get online for a couple minutes and you get that massive reward. And guess what's going to happen? That's why most men are no longer ambitious. A lot of men like, man, okay, I could just watch porn. I ain't got to deal with you. See what I'm saying? It kills the desire and the effort to work out problems, actually get engaged and work with somebody to grow and become something. People do not realize this is killing legacies. This is killing you actually producing in purpose, because it first kills the desire to do something in the first place. Why? Because your brain was already rewarded, and then how often you do it? So many times. So why would I do it with you when your brain is saying, all right, get it over here? Which is causing more laziness, which I want to go on my next point, laziness. So if you're not only not motivated, then you're also creating a lazy person. That's why people don't feel like doing nothing, going outside, going anywhere, putting in the work. It's an entitlement. People don't realize with social media, gaming, and all that, what's going on is porn addiction and masturbation. It feeds entitlement. You are training your brain a reward for little to no effort. Thus, when you desire something, your brain thinks everything should be that easy. And then when you actually get encountered with the work, what happened? A lot of people become like immature, childish in the sense of, I don't feel like it. I don't want to. Most people don't want to put in the effort of going after promotion. Most people don't want to put in effort of going after starting their own business. Most people don't want to put in effort of starting a family or dealing with kids, because what? Laziness is there. And then you have this delusion of entitlement. You believe you are entitled because things should be just as easy as the ultimate reward you've been feeding yourself with masturbation. Porn makes you weak and erectile dysfunction. You increase not letting little man have a chance at the age of 35, 40, 45, 50. Getting an erection should be just as easy, if not close. You should be still waking up with man saluting the morning. You should still be able to get little man up when it's these pills that people are taking, promoting. It's only producing an illusion of an erection that's not natural. You shouldn't need help, especially you got people like, think about it. You have people in their 20s that are influencers or everybody talking about, yo, man, you're 25 and you already got an erection problem. And it's not an erection like you can't get up. It's because you're so used to it getting up the easy way. No one has time for foreplay. No one has time for real woman interaction. Thus, it feeds entitlement. And what we do, supplement what should be natural. 3, desensitization. You need more extreme whatever. Most women do not perform like they do on these online OnlyFans situations. That's not reality. Now, can you get with someone and y'all grow to experience increasing better interactions in that way? Sure. Can you get to know someone and everybody learn at a different way? Sure. But when you are enjoying something that's not naturally happen like the way you see it, you now have a delusion of what to expect. Thus, when you do encounter the natural way a woman interacts in bed, and all of them don't act like that. All of them don't want rough sex. All of them don't want you to, you big man on campus, and you think that's what they want. And most people that see these interactions go out in the real world and don't even know how to have sex for real. Now you're weak in your performance because you think if I do what big man did on the screen, she'll like it. Most women will tell you, you don't know what you're doing. And a lot of women are in delusions that they think they're getting good sex because women watch these videos and they believe this is what a man should do. And what happened is they think they're having good sex, and you'd be surprised how many women that are married or in long-term relationships that don't even experience orgasm. Guilt and shame. Most people watch this and don't talk about it because there's a guilt and shame behind it. This world is getting to a point where it's talking about it, but most people don't disclose what they are watching and why. That's why it happens when a wife is gone, kids is gone, and it's happening when they're home alone. That's why if a wife leaves and come back and catch their man watching with his hands down with lotion, it's a shameful act. So it increases low self-respect, low self-esteem, because you're doing something that requires, and no one's there to compliment. That's not a real person. Which goes into my next one. You're only enjoying what a man is doing to a woman. It's not you. It's borderline flamboyant. I'm gonna say it that way. I wish I would now look at another man do something and she's getting off on him, and I'm sitting here enjoying what he's doing to her. Flamboyant attraction. I'm not gonna sit here and watch another man and I gotta see what he's looking like back there, along with what she sees and whatever case. To me, why would I want to see another man do that? I want to be me, not him. Thus, you don't have confidence. And because you can't do it like him, or if you did do something with a woman and she don't have that type of expression, guess what you are now feeling subconsciously? Low self-esteem, low self-respect, and then your value is catered to your performance. The time and opportunity. It goes with the ambition, but when you're killing ambition and you're killing that, you also get sleepy. That's why after we have sex, what we do. Remember the old light a cigarette and then go to sleep? Most men be like, man, you still up? I ain't do my job. Thus, when you masturbate and you watch porn, your body now wants to rest. You're now did something that was a reproduction action. You was doing this in the essence of your body think it's reproducing. You know, when you ejaculate, what happens? It goes into nothing. It goes onto a sock. It goes onto some type of paper towel. It don't go anything. All the seed that you produce went onto nothing. Your body thinks it is reproducing. And the work it goes in to make that happen, you put it in a trash can. That means it robs you from learning, growing. It robs you from putting real ambition and time going after something that when you do get that ejaculation, is going into a woman that's going to eventually produce what we call a family. Men, if you watch false counterfeit intimacy, I'm gonna call it, instead of porn, we're gonna call it counterfeit intimacy. You are missing out on connection, because that's what you really want. Men, what you really want is connection. It's your emotional, and it's the interaction of what you see that should be with a real person. Thus, connection. Most men, when they're not getting some from their person and she's holding out, most men will either what? Walk away, because that's what they really wanted. But if they truly are there to be with you and everything is lining up with the stars, they will ask you for marriage, because sex to men is closeness. And most men that enjoy counterfeit intimacy is missing out on what they're looking for. Intimacy. Men want intimacy. That's why in the age of 40s, men get more intimate in feelings and emotions and want to talk more in their 40s, because at some point it goes into what they really desire, which is what? Connection. So if you struggle, you need help, don't worry about it. Follow me for more, and we're going to really go into this. My content is going to be really behind extreme, breaking down the message of porn addiction, helping you out. There's a link in my description or my bio that's going, you can take the test to a course if you want to be free from it, because it's training your brain. And how do you get away from porn? Simply put, you have to give your brain what it needs with supplements. You have to now live life off the couch, and you have to engage in life in real time. And to get away from this means to retrain your brain to do it the right way. There's a spiritual freedom through Christ, and then there's a practical renewing your mind that gets you delivered. This has been Piece to the Puzzle, and I hope this piece gave you peace.
Peace to